Back to the lowdown. Today on mental health tips, we're going to learn strategy for coping with distressing voices, and we'll be going over them for the next couple of weeks. Number one is focusing techniques. Accepting that voices are not the problem, they are a consequence of a problem. Your job is to find out more. Identify your voices, numbers, gender, age, and so on. Learn about boundaries to apply to people and your voices, i.e. make a deal with your voices. Be quiet now and I'll listen later. Listen out for positive voices too. They can be allies. Schedule a time to listen to the voices and ask them to leave you alone until that time. Tell negative voices that you will only talk with them if they are respectful towards you. Voice dialogue. Let a trusted family member, friend, or mental health worker talk directly to your voices. I wish I had this when I was in jail. That is all for mental health tips. Welcome back to the lowdown. Today for mental health tips will be continuing strategy for coping with distressing voices. Number 2, positive emotional techniques. Go for a picnic. Listen to energetic music. Look at good things achieved lists. Look at photo albums. Look at the list of good things others have said about you. Make a list of your assets or strengths. Make an emergency comfort bundle of goodies. Read books, love letters, love poems. Read short books / emails. Say positive statements to self. Record positive statements on tape, your voice. Watch films, comedy, or inspirational. That is all for today. Mental health tips.
Okay. Points to remember and enable me to look after myself. Do something nice for me each day. Eat a healthy diet. Keep regular appointments with my support network even if I am feeling okay. Look up, get perspective, stretch or shift my body. Plan my day, ensure I do not have long periods of time with nothing to do. Reach out, talk to someone. Take medication as prescribed in consultation. Think about how I am feeling and be realistic about what I can achieve. Try to see the gray areas.
Welcome back to the lowdown, and this week for mental health tips we'll be continuing our coping with distressing voices. Number 4, which reads, work through Juan Coleman and Mike Smith's Working with Voices 2 workbook with a trusted family member, friend, or mental health worker. Write down what the voices are saying to you. Discuss feelings with another person. List emotional triggers. Paint or draw emotions. Rainy day letter. Write a diary. Write poetry or prose regarding the feelings. That is all for mental health tips. Welcome back to the lowdown. We're continuing our mental health tips about coping with voices. Number 5, things that may help voice heal to cope. Meditation, listening to music, keeping physically active and healthy, keeping occupied each week, cooking, house shows, distraction, reading, and computer games. Ooh, I like that. Religion, deliverance, and healing. Chanting or singing. Holidays. Money. Massage. A punch and a pusher. Taking medication dampers them and can make them go, not at bad side effects. Some medications are better than others. Avoiding street drugs. Smoking cigarettes. Isolating self. Humor. Sleeping. Shouting at the voices. I think it said to avoid these things. Ignoring voices. That is all for mental health tips. Welcome back to the Lotus Lowdown. We'll be continuing our mental health tips about coping with hearing voices. Number 6. Being over medicated. Being under medicated. Professionals thinking they know more about your voices than you do. Streams and trying to get to sleep. Lack of sleep. Side effects of the medication. Not having information. Other people denying the existence of voices. Being told not to talk about voices. Other people denying your explanation of the voices. Labeling. Thinking negatively. Professionals asking too many questions. See us next week for more on coping with voices. Welcome back to the lowdown. We're continuing our program about coping with voices. Number 7, relaxation techniques. Acknowledge, feel, worry, and stress, and let go consciously. Trust. Count your breaths. Dancing/walking. Discuss feelings with another person. List emotional triggers. Paint or draw emotions. Have a rainy day letter. Write a diary. Write poetry or prose regarding feelings. That is all for this edition of Mental Health Tips. Welcome back to the Lowdown. We're continuing our program of coping with hearing voices. Number 8. Things that may work for me in a crisis. Ask for help sooner, not later. Create a personalized crisis plan when you are feeling well. Cry. Find a safe place. Hand in any spare medication, blades, or other similar items. Have PRN medication. Kick boxes around outside. That's okay. Let people know where I am. Let someone know how I am feeling. Plan safety. Remember that situation and feelings frequently change. This too shall pass. Rest on my bed. Shout into my pillow. Try to identify how I am feeling. Having good support around. Good CPN psychiatrist. Psychologist, counselor, positive attitudes. Talking. Staff listening to you. Praying/speaking to God. Keeping a diary about them. Identifying when you are most likely to hear the voices. Go in the voices group. Focusing on the voices. Focus on the position of your body. Focus solely on breathing/breath deeply. Give yourself permission to relax. Guided fantasy stream time. Learn yoga breathing techniques. Listen to guided relaxation on tape. Listen to relaxing music. Massage hands, feet, head, etc. Relax each muscle individually. Swimming/floating. Yoga. That is all for this week's mental health tips. Welcome back to the Lowdown, and we're continuing our program of coping with voices. Number 9. Comforting techniques. Buy or pick fresh flowers. Shame the sheets on your bed. Cuddle up to a teddy. Eat a favorite food in moderation. Have a bubble bath. Have a soothing drink. Hold a safe, comforting object. Find a safe space. Hug someone. Listen to soothing music or favorite soft music. Play medication, creative visualization. Put lights or radio on to sleep. Sing favorite songs. Sit in a safe place. Soak your feet or weight off back. Spray room fragrance. Stroke or brush your pet or someone else's. That is all for mental health tips. Welcome back to the Lowdown, and we are at part 10 of what to do when coping with voices. Number 10, general ideas. Don't beat yourself up. We all make mistakes. List achievements. Make a contract with your voices. Positive self-talk. Self-forgiveness. Find yourself innocent. Talk to the voices. Find out how they feel. Well, one earplug. That is all for mental health tips. Welcome back to the Lowdown, and we are on the final part of mental health tips. Charles, take it away.
Distraction techniques. Cinema, clean or tidy up things. Do puzzles. Develop a hobby. Exercise, walking, running, dancing, beach, gardening, striking pot plants. Listening to CDs, MP3 players, paint or draw pictures. Posters, cards, playing games, card, computer, reading out aloud or hum a tune to yourself, sewing, knitting, collecting, shopping, sports, telephone a friend, use digital imagery or count to yourself while trying to get to sleep, visit a friend. Use perfume, hard cream, or take a warm bath. Use pot, pour essential oils, wear comfortable clothes, write a diary, or talk about how you feel with another person. Then sing with a friend. While walking in shallow water, watching TV videos, and write letters.
Thank you, Charles.
And that's it for today.